still issues surrounding insecurity in the country. Niger State Government has taken a situation. He has imposed a curfew on commercial motorcycle operators, otherwise known as Okada riders, and Keke NAPEP drivers in Minna, the state capital, from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily. Governor Mohammed Omar Bago announced the decision during a stakeholders meeting citing the need to address insecurity in the state's capital, which has resulted in the loss of lives. According to him, only those on serious medical attention are exempted from the ban on Okada and Keke NAPEP movements, as the safety of the lives of Nigerians and those residing in the state is of great importance to his government. The governor warned that anyone found carrying weapons would be treated as an armed robber, and any attempt to harass security personnel on duty would be viewed as an attempt to intimidate the Niger State government. Additionally, Bago directed security agencies to arrest individuals with dreadlocks, have their hair barbed, and impose fines as a deterrent. He also advised parents to caution their children against violating the order, as anyone caught would face the full force of the law. Another state governor has actually come to make his step. Plateau State banned open grazing. Edo State governor, imposed death penalty for kidnappers. Every state have been coming with every decision, a move to curb insecurity in the state. Edo State governor also yesterday decided to suspend the monarch of a particular community because of kidnapping in his state. So every state is just coming up with decisions, any move they can use in order to I don't know if we'll say that's a non-kinetic approach in order to curb the issue of insecurity in their state. But now the question is, those carrying dreadlocks, because we know most of the arrests we've actually seen that has been made of offenders, defaulters, literally most of them do not have dreadlocks. They always have that barbed hairstyle that he has imposed on, looking decent, and you will not believe from the face. Let's go back to the Timinalaye situation, that actually the kidnapping of the girl, or the alleged girlfriend, and you could see how decent he looked. So from the look, I don't know if that's a way to say that, okay, this particular person, that's on the other side. And a curfew for Okada, it's really not a bad idea, if you may ask me, but probably maybe at night, that's what they used to engage in, those illegal activities and all of that. Literally not a bad idea on me, because from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. really it's not a bad thing if you look at it. But I want to get your thoughts on this, please.
I think the curfew thing is okay, but I also have to look at it in another angle. You see, he has said from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. that only those with injury that is exempted. How do you know who is with injury? How do you know who is injured? How do you identify them? Someone with arm on a bike carrying somebody as if the person is ill can strike at any time. You don't identify. If you are putting curfew, let it be curfew. If you are bringing an ambulance that will do the needful, let there be this ambulance, and it should be registered, and the numbers, these numbers can be fluted either via a WhatsApp group of the security personnel. They know which is theirs. And whoever that is the driver must be identified by these security personnel. If you go back to the dreadlock, is dreadlock their problems? Dreadlock is not their problem. Those who commit crime look more decent. Look at Evans. How does Evans? He's a very fine, handsome. You see, I don't know how to qualify, but he's a very fine man. A handsome man that no woman will see and will say no. He's a very fine man. Not just him. Look at these people who are perpetrating this particular act in every community or in every jurisdiction around your own area. Look at the way they are. They are more neat. The one I saw at Lechi Amadi one of the days, he said he's a bad guy. And I was asking the person, I said, how is the guy a bad guy? this boy is too fine, he says, but he says he wants disturbing this room all out. This fine boy said yes. So how can you judge people by their look? Judging them by their look means that if men were God, they will kill innocent people. Dreadlock is not the problem of Niger State. They should go and look for solution and identify what their problem is. Those who are coming to shoot, did they leave their hair? Are you not seeing videos? There are people who are well looked. Their heads are being well barbed. Their heads are well barbed. They are not just they are not looking rascal. They are not looking rascality. They are not looking like what do you call them? Rastafaras. They don't look like them. Somebody who attends Cherubim and Seraphim, you know it is their practice to keep such hair. Those who attend those white garment church, it's their practice. If not that fashion has taken over the whole thing, everyone wants to do dread. Some of them even play it. You see them play the dread. Guys. And the person is using the money his own money to beautify himself. You will not say because he's wearing dread, he should be arrested. No. Put up a security measure. See how you can identify what the problem is. Dreadlock is not the problem. Know where these headsmen are coming from. Identify where they are coming from. I told you the other time, I said, solving this problem is easy. How do we do that? That you know the local government that are being attacked. Why not you bring these people to the city? And then if it is to use air force, you have announced in these whole communities, you've gone even on air with your megaphone to shout, even with normal plane, chopper, you can make the announcement. Everybody should leave this part. There will be a bus in so area. The military personnel will be in that local government. Bring these people, take them out of this place, and they will be in the city. Why the fight will now be between them, the military, and whoever that does this? This problem will be solved. Why are Nigerians pretending like we don't know how to solve these problems? Because they are making money from it. The more they are killing persons, they are killing people, the more the federal government sends them money for security. Yes.
Can you elaborate?
Yes, what I mean is that it becomes issue of concern to the country.
Yes, it's actually an issue.
Yes, once it becomes issue of concern to the country, the federal government sends money for security votes.
Okay.
And they send more money, they make more money. If not, tell me.
So you do not think that most of these measures that have been taken by the state government, like I mentioned, is not a move to reduce the issue of insecurity in their states? I talked about the Edo State government.
I'm coming back to that area.
Okay.
If you ask me, the curfew area is okay.
Okay.
Does it mean that they cannot come with vehicle? They can. It is not the solution to me. If you ask me, that's not the solution. The solution is, if you are placing curfew, let the curfew stand and let it be that no vehicle, be it bike, whether you are injured or not, nobody should walk. If you are seen on any part of these areas where this instruction is being given, you can be striked.
So another question
then, at the area of the Edo State, where you said the governor has suspended the Royal Majesty.
The monarch, yes.
Because a member of his cabinet was killed. A member of his own cabinet was killed. Has this governor not been hearing about this killing that is happening within that area all this while? He has been hearing them. But because he kept mute, you know, they say what you permit is what you have given grace to keep repeating itself. He has known all these things, but he kept quiet. My problem is that Nigerians knows what the problem is and what the solution is. They don't want to do them until when it has eaten up everybody. Is it by pronouncing it now? Suspending him, will it stop it now?
But do you know that troops has actually been sent before now? Been sent to most of these communities in order to reduce the insurgency, insecurity happening in those communities.
Okay.
So that's actually on the part of the federal government.
Okay.
So if we have to refer back to the state government on why those troops have not been deployed to those affected communities, that's another question on the other side.
Okay.
So I'm trying to make a point here that measures have been put by the federal government in order to curb the insecurity. So it has to come back to the state government why the insecurity state is still ongoing.
The state government, do you know that once a federal government gives an order, the person who picks or takes up that order is the state government?
Yes.
You are aware. Now, I'm saying that the order has been, dished out, and the power now is with the governor. I should be asking you, has the governor been able to put in the, add force to the security personnel for them to do the right thing? Have you heard any press release or any announcement where they said the governor of the other state has gone to so area to see how peace will be restored there? Have you heard that? There's nothing of such. You see, you don't blame these people. Just like the Royal Highness, can the Royal Highness be everywhere? He cannot be everywhere. His own is for him to set up community securities that will help them identify those who are coming.
That's the vigilante.
Yes. So, but if you listen to what the man said, while the man was talking, the Royal Highness was talking, he said that is not the security. He has told the community security to do the needful.
Okay.
But he cannot be everywhere. He is a king. The same way he is a governor. He cannot be everywhere. But there should be security measure by him. Suspending the king is not the solution. It will still not stop it.
Okay, there was a time that the military actually came to decry the state, the fact that most of the...
Are you not aware that they fought the military when they came to the same Delta state?
No, not Delta. I mean the federal government on this part. And they said that the Easterners, most of them are not... they're not having the flair to join the military because I think it was more like they don't have so much of the personnel to combat the issue of insecurity. I'm trying to think in that angle. Is that the reason why most of this part of this country has literally, still going through the issue of insecurity? Even more recruits can join the military to join force in order to fight the whole insecurity going on in the country. With
all due respect, I think
you do not think that's the
yes,
reason?
I don't think that's the reason.
You do not think the lack of personnel could be one of the reasons why we do not have so much of the security operatives in the country?
I still don't think that's the reason.
Okay.
Because you and I knows that if it's about engaging people into military and all that, it's not an issue. But the problem we are having all this while, we have naval base in my area, in my community. You have the naval pathfinder in my community, where I'm from. Engaging our people, it's a problem. We know how far we've gone to see how our own people will get involved. You still see this thing happening at the federal character territory. You know what I'm talking about? At the federal character is where they take this decision. There are people who are willing. That's the reason why I'm dismissing whatever they are alleging. We have people, I'm talking about my own community, we have persons who are ready. The same way people from Imo State have people. People from Delta State has people who are ready to go. But they kept on taking only the Hausas and the Yorubas. I am telling you. Why they are doing that, I don't know. We have even petitioned this naval base, not once, not twice. I'm telling you to quote me anywhere. We have done so many things to see if our people can be engaged, but they are not. We will have about 100 of them. You will not see one. Is it that we don't have, that those persons who are applying are not qualified? Or they are not ready? They are. I'm dismissing that. They are only alleging.
So what do you think the Niger State government should do rightly instead of arresting dreadlock carriers? Because on the other hand, we have said that the curfew for Okada riders is okay. You said it's okay, but let it be a total curfew, a total ban for that period of time, and not for some people like the emergency situation, because the bad ones might use that as an opportunity to strike. So what do you think the right step should be taken?
I think the right step is that the governor on his own should see how he will stop everyone from operating from that particular time. That it should be only the militaries that will be in those areas where these whole things are happening. And secondly, the governor should also, since he said that they know where the area they are coming from, should also see how the military can have a base or a mini barrack at those entrance where this will come
Do
from.
you know that most communities actually have a base, a military base?
These areas where they are being attacked, I don't think they
You
have.
don't think? Have
Yes,
you been to Niger State before?
well, I've been to Niger State.
So
not
they
just
do not
once.
have a military base
Not
there,
just
so-
once. They only have their barracks and some checkpoints.
So what do you call that?
It's not. It's
So
not.
they have the barrack where most of the military have their stay there.
Yes.
And then they have most of the checkpoints.
But it's no longer that the situation in the country is no longer at the checkpoint level. We are in the level
It's
where
something we have to
work on
more.
Yes, we have to move some part of this barrack to these communities where these things are happening, and send a better arm and ammunition to them in order to come and stop this whole barbaric killing in those areas.
Thank you.